Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Veteran Gaming. I am Aaron, and tonight we're talking about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And tonight's focus is Chief Chirpa. Now, I know you want Ewoks to do something like this, but in reality, it's more like this. Again, what you want and what you get. Which is weird, because, I mean, this guy has a really sweet club and a tiny pocket knife of some kind, and he's fighting guys with blasters and lightsabers. I'm just stunned that he's not doing better in this game. I mean, at least bite somebody with your rabies or scurvy. I don't know, eat some oranges. This dude's grill is just jacked up. Anyway, this is Chief Chirpa. We're going to talk about him a little bit because the Ewoks are actually a faction in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and they are necessary for C-3PO, which is kind of a big deal. That dude is a legit character and pretty much the only reason to use these dudes anywhere ever. But because they are in the game, they do actually have an Omicron for Grand Arena, which is real important. We're going to go ahead and talk about him. So, to start out here, we're going to look at his kit. His basic, gaining turn meter. Okay, that's going to be a very common theme for Ewoks, a lot like the Imperial Troopers, is turn meter. That's about the only thing they have going for him. So, here you go. Chirpa gains 35% turn meter if that enemy that he strikes had more than 50% turn meter. So, the second one, here we go. All allies recover 20% of their health, a heal over time, and the real important part here is that Ewok allies gain retribution for 2 turns. We'll get to that a little bit later. Alright, so here's his second special, Tribal Unity. Grant all allies speed up for 2 turns. Not too shabby. Call all Ewok allies and 1 other random ally to assist. So, I mean, you're never going to use anybody other than Ewoks except C-3PO. So that's kind of the little gift they gave you. So when you're using C-3PO, who gets a ton of benefits with Ewoks, that's kind of his loophole, if you will. Okay, but here's why everything is good with the basics, okay? Ewok allies, the leader, simple tactics. Ewok allies gain 20% turn meter, deal 10% more damage whenever they perform their basic attack. So not as good as Hux's, obviously, but turn meter is good. These effects are halved for other allies, which we don't care about. You'll only ever use them with Ewoks. Whenever an Ewok uses a special ability, 60% chance to call another random Ewok ally to assist. Okay, and when they assist, what are they using? They're basic. Gaining turn meter. Okay, that's the theme here. I'm going to try not to beat you guys over the head with it, but it should be fairly obvious here. I actually do have the Omicron on him, so we'll look at that a little bit, and I only have the Omicron because I invest only in Grand Arena Omicrons at this time. So, the fact that I had to gear them up at least somewhat to get the C-3PO event completed, I went ahead and threw the Omicron on. So, if you are big into territory wars, territory battles, if you are just have a bunch of characters that require Omicrons, like Starkiller and that kind of thing, this is going to be real low on the totem, but I have some, so I went ahead and threw it in there. So, while in Grand Arenas, Ewok allies have plus 30 speed. Ewok allies deal an additional 40% more damage with basic abilities, and have an additional 40% chance to call an Ewok ally to assist when using a special ability. Okay, so not too shabby of an Omicron. I do not have this guy in Relics for obvious reasons. I haven't touched my entire Ewok faction since the C-3PO event. So Gear 10 is where I had him. It's where I'm going to leave him for a remarkably long time. Alright, so as far as mods go, health and speed. These are not good mods because I don't care. But again, as the theme with all of my characters, I have speed in the offset, or secondary stats, excuse me, on every single mod. That's not too hard, even if I have a 3-ball in there. Yeah, and I'm not even upgrading them. They're just not worth it. If they're one of your earlier teams because you really like C-3PO and you really like the Rebels, maybe you have to invest a little bit heavier into mods for these guys. But once you get down the road, take them out. You're just really not going to utilize these guys that much. Okay, they can be pretty decent early in game. I remember when I probably had, 1 million GP, 1.2 million GP. I saw these guys in Squad Arena back when Squad Arena mattered, and I got absolutely wrecked. So they're pretty easy to handle, but whenever you do not underestimate them. So for our squads here, little murder bears. All right. A lot of the squad is going to depend on Wicket, okay? Before Wicket, you're going to run Chief Chirpa, Ewok Elder, Paplu, Logray, and Tebow, who is incredibly low because I had Wicket fairly early, all right? After you get Wicket, it's going to be Chirpa, Paplu, Wicket, Ewok Elder, and Logray. If you're doing Ewok challenges of any kind, throw C-3PO in there because if you guys aren't familiar, he gets all of these little bonuses here that go towards... Excuse me, that's the wrong one. That go towards specific factions. Man, if I can click on the right thing. Here we go, like this one. Galactic Republic in Ewoks. And C-3PO. Cyborg Relation is Rebel and Ewoks. And Resistance and Ewoks. He goes with Ewoks on every single one of those bonuses that typically only one faction would get the maxed out Zeta version for. So that's why he is one heck of an ally for the Ewoks, okay? So, there we go. That's what we're going to use them for, or those are the squads we're going to roll with. You're not really going to see a ton of variation. As far as Grand Arena, territory battles, that kind of stuff, you're not going to use them a ton. I actually typically put my Ewoks on defense because with the Omicron, I'm not going to get much better results on offense than I am on defense. And every once in a while you catch somebody that doesn't pay attention, doesn't see the Omicron, or really tries to lowball them and just can't get through it. So other than that, if you have them, maybe take them on offense for a cleanup of some kind. If you're real close to finishing, a couple battles, but they just picked you off at the end, maybe you can get something done with the Ewoks. But I typically just throw them on defense. That way I don't have to worry about them as much. All right. I don't really have a heck of a lot right now to demonstrate with because they're definitely not going into hard mode of the Galactic Conquest right now. But just for fun, let's go ahead and see if we can throw them in here. I haven't even done this. I'm just making this up as I go. Let's see what they can do against the clones in the Galactic Challenge. Just for fun, because why not, right? So, let's see if we can find our murder bears here. We'll go with our After Wicket squad. We might throw with C-3PO just to see if there's a heck of a lot of difference. There probably isn't. So again, we do have the Omicron, but it doesn't affect this game mode. It's only in Grand Arena. So, here we go. What are we going to do here? Dispel all debuffs, call another ally. Yeah, let's call Wicket. Kind of the... Oh, no. Fives. Okay. Bring in a Wicket here. Wicket's going to get us turn meter for every critical hit on the AoE. You can see our turn meter is rolling nicely here. If that target ally is an Ewok, Wicket gains stealth. Let's go ahead and bring Ewok Elder in here for the assist. Get him under stealth because he is our resurrecting character, so we definitely don't want to lose him. Do our full send. Oh, wrong button. Let's see how Paplu takes the damage. All right, we're still in this. Where's the daze? Yeah, deflect daze from Logray, which is nice. Nobody can assist. That's a revive. That's his other revive. Let's just go with this one for now. There's our full send. I can click the right button. Paplu in there, get his taunt up. Yeah, foresight, turn meter. Let's go. See, this is our win condition here. We got to keep the turn meter flowing. Because if they start doing damage, we don't have a heck of a lot of mitigation. Paplu's already lost taunt. He a thickle bear, but holy cow, I'm gonna win. I honestly didn't know how this was gonna go, but you kind of get an idea with the Chief Chirpa lead here. We're not gonna lose anybody, but let's get a new daze out there. The one thing that's kind of important here is that they aren't getting a ton of turns. Our turn meter is flowing, which is the whole point and really the only chance Ewoks have. So, keep them rolling. Keep the basic attacks going if you can. Whatever you got to do to get the turn meter flowing, okay? So, here we go. There is Chief Chirpa. I am probably going to make a follow-up video since I've already done a lot of work on this one for unlocking the C3PO event because, like I said, these Ewoks are untouched from when I completed the C3PO event. So, I will try to make a video on that, showing their mods and abilities and everything in a follow-up video. But for right now, thanks for listening to me talk about Chief Chirpa, guys. If you like the content, please subscribe. It's just a simple click for you. It doesn't affect you that much, but it is potentially life-changing for me. Give a big thumbs up if you like the content. Good luck. Have fun. See you on the holo tables.